First start with the password change. How to do the password change, application password change. Yes, CLI, CLI. Reset password. ICE, then space admin. Okay. Okay. So this way we can change the password. Okay. Start the process first. First initialization process, right? Initialization process. Where will start? First deployment, right? Hmm. Deployment. Okay. ICE. Select ICE. No, no. Profile only. Profile configuration. Only the profile configuration. Remove the sticks. Huh? This is the only things we need to do here. Huh?
That's it.
That's it. Nothing. No.
Nothing.
Save.
No need
Yeah.
to uncheck. Check.
Check this one. No, no, no. Only the profile configuration you need to modify. Eh? I don't want to modify these things.
No settings.
Next, which one?
Settings.
Second, system settings. We'll complete both. The system side configuration will finish first. System setting, go to here. Two configuration will do system settings and admin access. Two things will modify it. Okay, system settings and admin access. Okay, settings. System settings. Faster. Ice. Make it ice. Okay, save it. Redis protocol. That two ticks, right? We need to remove the two ticks, right? Suppress anonymous client, suppress repeated successful authentication. Save. So two things, EAP fast settings and radius protocol settings. Now admin access system, admin access settings. Here we need to remove only which one? Down, not that one. Suspend or log account incorrect login, right? This one only. This is admin access configuration, right? Okay, save. Then identity settings will modify it. Next, admin identity settings. No, identity settings. Identity settings. Authentication settings. Here password that remove and come down. This is already removed, right? Yeah.
It is there. We have to remove it.
Yeah, if this tick is there, we need to remove it. Log suspend account with incorrect login. This tick is there, just remove that tick also. No. This is the only configuration, right? Okay. Next processor, external identity source. Pause. Next AD integration. Second step. First step, initialization password policies changes we did. The second one, external identities, right? That means AD integration. Next part is AD integration. External identity source. ICE already have a two type of database. One is internal database. Second one is external database. Admin identities and external identity source. Two databases this one ICE have. Identities means local. External identities means external sources. So we'll connect first AD integration. External identities, Active Directory. Already one identity registration is there. You need to delete that registration. So try to delete AD. Go to here. Deleting is different. You know, we cannot delete it from there. Go click on the active directory, then select and delete. If you select CCA AD, you can't able to delete. Active directory, then from here select it and delete.
We can show that.
Yeah. So this error message, that means dependency somewhere else is called this service. So we will go identity source sequence, user identity source. See already called. Remove this one from there. Next, delete it first. Now external identity source, delete CCI AD.
Select. And just no.
Cisco.com. Yeah, yes. Join the AD. This is which password?
CCIA. And password is 60.
0123. Okay, this is done, right? Okay, next, what will start? First configuration group configuration, right? Okay, create a groups. Endpoint identity groups are there, user identity groups are there. Endpoint identity groups means in this group your endpoint device, if you want to register, Prasad, please. Endpoint identity groups means if you want to register your endpoints, for example AP, IP phones, PCs, these things, if you want to register it, that is called endpoint identity groups. User groups means your users, which we are using in the registration authentication process, that users will come under the user identity groups. In endpoint identity groups, we are using some groups there. See, Cisco IP phone, our IP phone will be added in these groups. Your MAB PC will be added in the workstation group. There is one group is missing here, that is which one? AP group. AP also required a group. AP group is missing there. So we will create that group after this process, right? Okay, so yeah, user identity groups, click user identity groups. By default, there is a all user account is there. Every users, if you didn't add to any group, they will be part of all accounts group. You got it. By default, they are member of all account groups. If you want to map any user to a particular group, you can create it. Here only one question have a user group mapping, that is Active Directory user. That user should be part of lab admin group. This lab admin group already created in Active Directory. Active Directory, they have one group called a lab admin. That users, I think Cisco is the user, right? Admin one is part of lab admin. So same thing we will create it here. Okay, create it. User identity groups, add a lab admin. Active Directory login ano? Login ano?
Login.
Okay, just save this one. I'll show you. Okay. Can you show me Active Directory? Where is it login? Okay, continue, no problem. Not there.
This one.
Need that.
Okay. It's recording, right? Yeah, it's recording. It's recording.
Okay, continue. Next to users, right? Users means identity, administration identities, right?
Again. Okay.
Administration identities.
Okay. Installation identities.
Create all the users. Where is that user list? So create first user.
Cisco, no?
Cisco username.
Any connection to M capital.
Yeah.
This is Midum02, right? This user for which purpose?
Any connection.
Any connect. Okay.
Okay.
User, select a group. All user group. Submit. Add. Next. Admin.
Admin one.
Small letter.
Okay.
Password.
We have
Not
to select-
internal user. It should be a AD user. So password you don't want to put anything. Group only selected. Lab admin group. Submit. Lab admin is case sensitive. As per the lab.
Then again, CCI. Internal user.
CCAPS.
CCIE 1, 2, 3. Then that's it.
See gap.
Yeah, CCAP.
ಐಡಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಇರ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ
1 user.
ಸೊ
3 users. Then groups.
Now devices. Now the devices. Which all are devices using this service? Which all are devices? R1, ASA1, switch to
You need to,
ASA3, right?
you
Okay.
need to save my changes.
it's already set. Click OK.
Something is missing. AD. Add it. First R1. IP. 150.1.7.231. Password is Cisco.
Then anything,
ASA1.
that's it.
Nothing. ASA1.
1 week.
1 week. No issue. Any name.
Okay.
151.7.53. Password Cisco. Add. Switch to IP. 45. Radius. Cisco.
Sure.
Don't want to configure
capital.
trust security. All you put was capital.
No.
Huh?
No. I have shown already.
No, there is no trust security. Submit it.
Okay.
ASA3. IP. 3 IP should be added. 159, 50, 60, 61. Below. And below.
Sorry.
I think the last one also.
No. Sure.
One
That's
minute.
enough.
ASA you need to add a trust security, right?
Yeah.
Not there. Trust
No.
security.
I will go to that.
Come down.
Then
0, 1, 2. Sure.
okay. Then we need to select for
1 minute. Okay, what is the password you configure? Cisco 0123. All put to Cisco 0123. Yeah? Down pack, download it.
Radius we put Cisco.
Make sure this other trust device to trust this device, that tick should be there. By default, that tick is there. That bit make sure that. Next pack. Generate the pack. Same configuration. Cisco 0123. 5 years. Make it for 5 years. Download it. Generate it. And after generating, don't forget to save this configuration. Yeah, save it. Submit it. Okay. Next, some configuration. Next, actually, we need to configure policy, authentication, and authorization. Before creating policy, authentication, and authorization, we need to finish two tasks. So, 2-3 tasks extra. First one is a result. Second one is SGT group. Third one is a endpoint identity group. 3 configurations pending there. First one is create SGT groups. 3 configuration. Don't forget. One is SGT group.
There it is.
Don't change the record. Because your batch record.
No. They'll change.
Other 2 heroes, 3 heroes are game million.
PC2.
Next, PC1 and PC2, 2 SGT we are creating. This is for the ACLR. Second, that this one, endpoint identity group. If you want to add AP into the identity groups, we record one identity group called a endpoint identity group. Can you go to this one? Administration identity groups. See, endpoint identity groups. Cisco IP phone. Select IP phone is there. We can configure IP phone. We can add it here. Back. Endpoint. We can add a workstations. Map PC. We will add it in the workstation group. But AP adding, we don't have any group here. So we need to create that group. Either you can add and create a group here. Then we will call this group there. Or there is one another options. Go to the profiling. Policy profiling, right?
Profiling.
Profiling policy, Cisco access point, Cisco Air AP, Cisco Air AP, not LAP, AP. AP, there is option C. We don't want to create it. Yes, create a matching identity group. Under this name, one group will be automatically created. Save it. Right? Go back and verify there. Administration groups. And endpoint identity group, see Cisco Air AP up top. See this group we created. Now AP Mac, you can add it here.
Don't need to go for that.
No, same procedure, everything same. It will come under here only. You can verify here. Okay, now the last task is results, right? Create a results. Results. This results means what? After the authentication, authorization policy, authorization what should happen? That will define under the policy. So it's not for the authentication results, authorization results we are creating. Authentication results, see, all the authentication task is someone authenticated. There is only one task, we will call it authentication success, default network access. This is the results we will call for the authentication. We don't have any extra rule. That's why we follow this one, default network access. So all the authentication rule result will be what? Default network access. That's why we didn't create anything extra. But when it comes to the authorizations, we have two things. Authorization profiles are there. There is a two profile mainly we use. One is permit access. Another one is deny access. That means authorization success, we can block it or open it. And one more, they created Cisco IP phone. So we don't want to use a IP phone any results. IP phone results is already there. Remember, these results have a dynamic ACL, permit all the access, voice domain permission. That means switch port to voice VLAN. That permission should be open there. So this two permission for the Cisco IP phone and deny access and permit access. This two is there. Downloadable ACL. If you want to download ACL, there is two ACL already Cisco created. Permit access all or deny all. So result success, user authentication success, authorization success. Then we can inject something from the ICE. We are injecting two things. One is VLAN ID. Second one is access list. We don't have any specific access list. We will permit only permit all access list. Okay. So now we need to create extra profiles, authorization profiles, results we need to create it. Already IP phone permit access is there. Other results we need to create. How many results we need?
4 plus 3, 6.
How many authorization rule we create?
6.
We creating a
R1.
Totally 5 on.
five results we will create it. No, total actually we require 6 results. 2 results are already there. One is permit access. Second one is Cisco IP phone. These 2 results are already there. Remaining 4 results we need to create it. First one is MAB result. Just make it like that. Then you will not be confused.
Okay.
MAB results. Make it MAB results.
Is it mandatory to
Hyphen
be in order?
hyphen. No. There is no order actually. MAB hyphen MAB results.
Hyphen match results.
What's the rule? Dynamic ACL, it should be permit and ACL. ACL will be permit all and VLAN. Which VLAN? VLAN 8. Submit. See, after the authorization, you are getting this attribute. See, these things you will get it here. Okay, submit. Next, .1x result. .1x results. Dynamic ACL and VLAN 8. R1 results. R1, what's the result? R1 have a 2 things. One, once user authorization success, user should get a 15 privilege, and second, user timeout should idle timeout should be 48 hours. Right? These 2 things.
Web authentication. Load answer.
Web authentication. There is a web authentication. Web authentication, local web authentication. See, come down. When you select the web authentication, already attribute 15 privilege is there. So you don't want to select any default access.
No,
You got it? And one more is there. Add this attribute, we need to modify it. Idle. Idle timeout. What's the value? 172,800. Submit. See, this 2 things. 15 privilege and already access accept yes. 15 privilege and full access plus idle timeout. Okay, submit. Idle timeout is in seconds. Yeah. Next, AP result. AP what? DSCL and VLAN 102 and 102.
That's it.
No, that's enough. Cisco IP phone is already there. We don't want to create. Authorization profile, just go. Results. Yeah. See here, we are configuring this one. We are going to use a permit access, R1 result, MAB result, .1x result, IP phone results, and AP results. These are the rules we will use it. Okay, go next. Now we can start our authentication task. Okay. Authentication task. authentication and authorization task. I have some recommendation. Authentication task and authorization task when you are creating. .1x better to keep it top. Okay. Then map you need to create it. Authorization also same thing. .1x make it top. Okay. Nothing because our labs this IP phone, .1x PC and map PC all three are connected to one port. If it's a separate port, no issue, it will work. Here also no issue, it will work because .1x PC when he contact first he will try with the map only because same port map also configured same port .1x only. So .1x PC's MAC address also he will connect and he will try for the map and it will fail first time. You got it. So we don't want a .1x PC first. We'll let it go to go .1x. Then map should work.
Interface level,
Same
priority with the
.1x first. So same way we'll configure here. Okay, add it. See here, delete this one. Already this two rule will be deleted in the exam. Only default rule will be there. Clear? What you are doing, man? .1x. Rule. Make it .1x rule. Make it to keep it. Troubleshooting time it will be easy to understand. No. Select the existing condition. There is already a wired map condition is there. See, some conditions are already predefined. Wired map, wireless map. This is already and .1x map, .1x. I will show you the default maps condition, but we will call the existing map condition. We don't want to create it, but we can create also. But here we will call the configuration. Better to make it a tree form. Tree view. Yeah. Then expand it. You will see in a order properly. Compound condition. That is a wired map. Wired map. Don't forget this one. Sorry, .1x. So wired .1x. Wired .1x. Okay. Then what's the allow protocol? Yeah. Default network access. This is the authentication results. We didn't create. This is the default results from the authentication results. Right? Done. Yeah. Next one. Make sure that it should be in the internal user. Can you edit it? Internal user list. That authentication should be success from the internal user list. See this one. Internal user. Map rule. Condition wired map. Default network access. Select from the existing condition. Existing condition means Cisco which is defaultly created. Wired map. Default network access. This is the authentication. And make sure this is not the internal user. This is from where? Internal endpoints. Because map uses AP, access point, AP, IP phone, and workstation. These three will be under the internal endpoints group. Done. Okay, next one, AnyConnect and SSH. See this map rule. Remember, map rule. Come down, man. Let it be down. That one. This is separate, right? Just make it down.
This one.
Delete, done, then delete. Done, then then we come down.
Make under that map rule.
Under this, not this, under this.
AnyConnect.
Next, AnyConnect and SSH will create one rule. See, .1x, one rule. Map rule means it will cover your map PC, AP authentication, and IP phone authentication. Three things will cover in the map rule. SSH hyphen AnyConnect will create one rule. Authentication AnyConnect rule. Condition don't have an existing condition. We need to create our own conditions. Okay, this is what port type. NAS port type is equal to Virtual, you can search it.
No,
Virtual.
virtual.
Not
Here
virtual.
port, not here port.
Here port only, yeah.
Here port, right port.
NAS
61, 61.
61. Remember that number, very
Yeah.
important. 61. There is no so many NAS port will be there.
Select.
Virtual.
Universal വരുന്നില്ല.
Oh, will not come virtual.
Indian virtual.
Then
Virtual. And what's the condition? Allow.
Another protocol.
Allow protocols, default network access, and user list. It should be in the internal users, right? Internal users means I have some users
Yeah.
that will cover your in locally created user and external users also. This is going to all user list. Okay, save. Save it. Done. Three rules only. Got it? 3 rules we are covering. 5 sections, right? Okay. Now authorization. How many authorization rule? 6. 5 only, right? 5 rule only, right?
I will
5 only.
dot 1x map R1.
Dot 1x map IP phone any connect R1 SSH AP rule. 6 rules are there. First which one? Insert above first. Dot 1x first create and below create remaining rules. Dot 1x
rule.
rule, make it rule number. What is the condition? Dot 1x. There is no if conditions, only the existing condition. Library from 3. One condition is which one? The user should come from the wired map. Sorry, wired dot 1x first. Existing. That means it should be a wired map. Compound condition. Wired map. Sorry, wired dot 1x. Wired dot 1x. Then here. Attribute. Which one? NAS IP address. What's the number? 4.
60.
NAS IP address will be 4. 150 switch IP. Switch IP and one more condition. And one more and condition. Attribute only, not the condition. Existing condition. User. Radius user. See, it's okay. Search with user. Radius user is equal to what's the dot 1x user? CCI, right? CCI.
Authorization.
Okay. What the result should come? These 3 things match. These 3 authorization
And,
matches.
Will allow.
And
We create.
And only. Don't change it anything. And only. Yeah. Select which one? 2 things should happen. One is security tag should be added. PC. PC2.
map.
Dot 1x should be the PC2
Yeah, PC2.
and dot 1x result should be added. Plus. 2 things should happen. This tag should be attached and which result? Standard dot 1x result. Yeah. Done. Below. Next. Map. Map rule. Here condition. If from the workstation. See map. Why we call if? Remember this. Dot 1x we didn't call anything if because there is only one dot 1x we have. Why map rule have a if condition? Remember, map rule 3 things are coming from the map authentication. 3, right? IP phone, AP, and PC. This we need to differentiate. That's why map have a if condition. You got it. If there is only one map, MAC address based one map only. So many PCs you want to manage, just make it any only. But here we need to differentiate because All map rules have a single result only. You don't want to call any if condition. You got the point. All the map rules, all the map device have a single rule only. You don't want to make any if condition. But here, IP phone have a different rule. Access point have a different rule. Result and map PC have a different rule. So that's why we need to differentiate. So we cannot call directly wired map. Here, if call what if workstation endpoint groups, right? Not the user group. See, there is two things you can call. If from the user group or if from the identity groups, right? Identity groups are which one? Profile, yeah.
Workstation.
Workstation. Tree view, then workstation. Wait. No, you need to make it a tree view, man. Clear? Understand why if condition came? If it's the same result, no, don't require any if condition.
Okay.
Come scroll down. Last workstation, yeah. If workstation, that means PC. We call the PC. If it is coming from the PC, what are the condition? It should be matched with the wired map request. Second, it should be matched from the use for this one IP switch. Map it. Select the existing condition. What wired map? Compound condition wired map. And attribute and which one? Two things. It's not or not anything. Here you can change the rule order also, but here only and equal to. It's coming from the switch. Equal to already there. Clear?
Authorization.
Authorization.
Standard security.
Two things. Security group PC1 plus map result. And then a map results. Clear? Done. Okay, save it. Same all if condition, add it. Make a duplicate. I'll give you one example. Make a duplicate. Delete that. Then make press done. Delete it. Make a duplication. All map rules are same, right?
Duplicate below.
Okay, duplicate below. Call it what? Okay, first we will go for a IP phone.
Map rule.
IP phone rule. IP phone rule. Then you will understand what is a phone rule. iPhone rule, no problem. Workstation will change to what?
Workstation
Which
will
endpoint
change to-
identity group? IP phone, Cisco Air AP. It should be go to the Cisco Air AP, right? Which we created. Sorry, Cisco IP phone. Sorry. Endpoint group, it should go to profile. Where? Yeah, Cisco IP phone. So Cisco IP phone MAC will be added in that identity group. Okay. Other conditions are same, right? There is any change? No, right? PC1 will no. We don't want a PC1. Remove the PC1. Remove that. Minus it. Yeah, you can select this one. IP phone result. IP phone result. Phone, yeah, done. And Cisco IP phone also already there, right? Duplicate below. Change which one? AP, right? It's okay. AP rule. Here it will come endpoint Air AP, right? Endpoint preview endpoint Air AP profile Air AP Cisco Air AP. Yes, this is we created, right? Conditions both are same. Just expand it. Okay, let's see this one. This condition is same. My wired map 45. It was coming from the switch only, and result is what? Result is same, right? Yeah. IP phone changed to AP result.
ശരിക്കും API ഇത് wireless ലാണ് related ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്.
അല്ലല്ല
wired ലാണ് വരിക. കാരണം connection number
AP results top
Done.
done. So this 3 done. Next sorry 4 run in, then any connect,
New one, no? Duplicate.
and now no, there is no duplication, new one. Any connect we record any if rule? No, there is only one any connect request. If any condition, write the condition. What's the condition? Request coming from ASA1 and the user, two things should be matching. Write it. No, not the compound condition.
that's new condition.
You created existing condition or new condition?
New
New condition, right?
It's existing.
Hmm.
Condition, delete this one. Create from the new condition. There is no existing, it's not a wired map or wireless map. So here, which one? NAS IP. NAS IP and radius user, right? Two condition. ASA1 IP. Any connect ASA1 IP.
Okay, got one dot. So,
Okay.
One more. Radius user. Cisco. Cisco, right? Cisco. Result. Permit access. We don't create any ruler. Any result for this one. Permit access. Standard. Permit access. Done. Okay. Next.
R1
One more.
R1 SSH.
R1 SSH. Failover alla. Failover cases normally active down, standby will get the same IP, not the different IP.
any
R1 SSH also same condition, right? Only one change is there. Not any. There is any only. Why any? There is a one more condition, right? User group. Okay, so yeah, correct. There is a condition, users also we have a different users, right? So he should be from the Active Directory user group. So lab admin. Endpoint
User
identity user group. So yeah, lab admin. From the lab admin group, now two things, right? Coming from R1, radius user. Create new condition, yes. IP.
1.7.2
User. What's the user? You don't want to create a user list there, We don't want only record. No need. Remove it, that user. Because lab admin already called. We can remove that. We already created a lab admin, right? So we don't want to define a user there. Permission. R1 result. Standard. R1 result. There you go. Done. Save.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Done. All the results done. Now next task is what? We need to add devices, endpoints, right? Add it. Context visibility. Endpoints. 3 endpoints, right? AP, IP phone, map. How to differentiate? First collect the MAC address. First collect it. Let it be there. Collect it first. Select the Mac. Go to switch to show CDP neighbor. Check it. First that IP phone Mac you will get it from there. SCP,
Yeah,
that is SCP. SCP starting, that is a Mac. Copy that value.
this one.
Yeah, that value.
Press C.
Collect it. Copy. Yeah. Open a notepad, put it there. Or check that same Mac, you will get it here also. You can copy from here. See, I'll tell you. SCP is the Cisco IP phone Mac, right? Starting with SCP, this is the Mac.
Yeah.
F02572936C, right?
802.
Where is this?
Down
This is
one.
the value, right? So copy this value. Then you don't want to modify it also. You got it. Check it if it is working. This is the first Mac, right? I verified, and this is which one? IP phone, right? Okay, IP phone. So what's the next one? You can check it. AP already connected in which port?
7.
7. So show Mac space address hyphen table, right? So you can give interface also. Interface G1 bar 0 bar 7, right? This is the Mac 7C AD 74 DC 7C AD. This one, right? Okay. Because see the Mac entering format is different. 2 portion full colon, 2 portion full colon. This is the format, right? That's why I'm copying from here. Otherwise, we need to again waste time for this one. This is for AP, right? Now map PC. Map PC, I'm recommending go to the PC and collect it. Or you can verify there. Map PC, connect it. That's one. Open this, right?
And CPI.C. This will not open.
See this one. 2 adapter, right? Phone adapter or whatever. This is A0A FF, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 0A FF. Where is the ICE?
Second one.
This one, right? Okay. This is the map PC. One more way, just confirm it. Go to the switch to port number 9. Show MAC address table interface G1 bar 0 bar 9. Okay, port number 9. Same MAC should be learned. 0A9FF, right? Clear? So this is the map, right? So confirm it, right? Because this is wrong also, it will be a problem. Map. Okay, start. Add it. Now you can delete it. First to do one thing. Delete. Go to the ports. Both the ports shut down it. Port number 5 and port number 7 and 9 shut down it.
Interface.
1 bar 0 bar 7 shut down. Up arrow 9 also. Oh, 0 9. Shut down. Now add it. Add the Mac. Delete this whole Mac from this list. First select it manually. Then delete all the things to select it. Tell me.
Which one?
Format, don't forget the F0 full colon. This one, right?
Okay.
See, it's added in the proper group. Here it will be listed. Now see the port configuration. I will tell you how the authentication authorization works. See, we created authentication rule and authorization rule. First, authentication success, then only it will go to authorization. What's the process? How we define that things? Huh? How will define it? See, a notepad. There is a notepad. Okay, see here. You need to verify other two, R1 SSH and any connect. I'm not verifying here. Here we are going to do the map and .1 access. See here. SXP also verified. Okay. First of all, we need to configure switch side 3 VLANs, right? We need to configure this 3 VLANs. We need to configure this 3 VLANs. VLAN 8, MAB and MAB PC, right? 102, 150 management, 215 voice VLAN. This 3 VLAN will be configured here. Okay, switch side of 3 VLANs. Then IP routing enable, and we need to configure a VLAN, this one, VLAN 8, 150, 215, 102. Their gateway will be switched to. So that IP should be configured here. You got it? Then MAB PC, okay, and voice IP phone, MAB all the devices. Which one? Sorry, MAB and IP. Sorry, MAB PC, then IP phone and MAB PC. We need to assign IP. AP we don't want to assign IP because AP manually we are configuring IP. Only VLAN ID we are pushing. So we configured a DHCP pool for both the devices, and we are excluding their gateways. Otherwise, they will start assigning and excluding IP. This one, right? So I'm excluding that pool also. This is done. Next, this command, you know why we are putting after the AAA. Immediately you need to secure our console, right? Otherwise, our console will be locked. So I'm configuring that command. I already explained this is why we did this configuration, right? Then I mentioned who is my Radius server and where it's registered, right? This is a Radius server. Radius server name is CCI, and I mentioned IP address and which port number he used for the communication. And the key is a Cisco. Same key will register switch to also. AAA server Radius ICE. Then server name is CCI. This CCI I call here. Then Radius source I will use a management IP, right? So these 3 things will apply it, right? You need to configure 158. Then see here, he is deciding where to hit your request on ICE. First, authentication .1x. When authentication comes, .1x, any authentication comes, go to ICE group. ICE group means it will go to where? See, ICE group we already defined here. This is ICE group. ICE group is there. ICE group will call CCI. CCI will call our ICE server. You got it? So any .1x request comes, go to ICE. ICE means we define top, it will go to ICE. Then authentication request will .1x authentication request will go to ICE. So where it will hit? On the authentication policy it will hit. You got it? Authorization, after authentication success, next what happened? Authorization request. So he is deciding where to hit. You got it? Not like I send some request to ICE. ICE will do the authentication. Authentication success, ICE is forwarded to other. No. We need to tell ICE do authentication, then do the authorization. Then only he will do it. Otherwise, you can, if you want authentication only, it's possible. You got it. So authentication success, he will send a reply. Okay, authentication is success. Then you need to send, okay, I need to do authorization also. Then authorization. So he is deciding, but authorization request or network authorization he send it. Then accounting means just a monitoring only start and stop services. Then only you will get it log properly. So I configure the services. Done. Next, radius communication details we mention here. What are the parameters should be sending to the radius server? We define here. Now we are going to activate the .1x configuration. This is related to .1x. This is a mandatory. Globally, I am enabling a .1x. Then you need to define which port have a .1x configuration. Map, you don't want to enable anything globally. This is port level only. .1x you need to enable globally. That is a .1x system authentication control. Then the port, see here, we didn't define any VLAN, mode access only, right? Voice VLAN, he is injecting, we are not injecting from the ICE, but voice VLAN activation will be from the ICE only. Remember Cisco IP phone results we called. He will activate this VLAN, then only DHCP process will be leasing. Authentication event fail action, then try the next method. You don't want to put this command if you configure one method only. But here we have a multiple method, that's why we gave this statement. Then host multi authn. This is for the this one .1x. Order map and .1x. This is the order they define, but priority will go to the .1x first, and priority will go to then auto. Then map we enabling and .1x will enabling. Clear? So this task will be enabled here. I'm just putting till shutdown only. See the shutdown.
Sir,
Then
read out.
1 minute. Let me just complete it. This is done, right? Okay. So your AP configuration is done. No. Okay. See, if you want to see the communication actually, debug, I will show you the debug AAA new model. When you activate AAA authentication, see, AAA authorization. If I activated this one, interface G0 bar, sorry, config T, interface G1 bar 0 bar 9, right? 9. Then if I put a no shutdown, authentication process will be starting. See, right now he should pick that AAA authentication should pick some request. You need to generate some request from C. AAA generated, pick the list of defaulter. You got it? Actually, he should pick the which list? The default group. AAA pick the list and send to the ACS, that means ICE. Map is success. Map portion is success. You can verify here. Show authentication session. See, it will come up. Map is success. Authorization success. 2 ports, voice and this 2 success. .1x we didn't do success. .1x our configuration is pending. You need to go to your network adapter. To the phone. There is one more tab we require authentication. Authentication is missing there. So we need to start one services. Services.msc. Okay. There is one service we need to start. Wired auto configure. Wired auto config. Make it automatic and start it. Once you start this services, you are starting actually this service. See, .1x 802.1x services. EAP services we are starting here. Once you start the services, when you go to the properties, you will get one tab called authentication. Click the authentication. What we need to do? Remove this 2 tick, right?
No, only one tick.
Fallback will be removed. Additional settings. Sorry, before one more thing, here settings. This one also we need to remove, right?
Configure. Okay, this one configure. Right side.
Mm.
We need to tick untick.
This both, right?
Yeah.
Okay, both will be unticked. Then additional settings.
Select user.
Specify the authentication. User authentication. Save the credential. What's the password? CCIE. C capital, right? CCIE 1 2 3. Okay. 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 Close it. Then adapter. Yeah, it's success. See, status. We got IP. Done. Clear? Because our order is correct. That's why. Now which port we need to configure extra? 07 config T. 7 the port. If your access point you configured properly, That authentication should be success. Yeah. Same board, we don't want to configure anything extra. This is already configured, I think, right? 102 we already configured. This one and 7 the board, the same MAB configuration only. There is no other configuration. MAB done. We will put a now shutdown also. Access point already you reverted, no, right? Before EP configured MAB, right? AP, right?
Yeah.
Already AP configured.
We did not do it.
So configuration is there, so it will come success resolving. We'll check it. Selection of it output.
Sir, 215 ഉണ്ടല്ലോ.
ആ verification correct ആണോ? A dot one XP show
നോക്കിയിട്ട് ശരിക്കും
yeah, but now it's big. Okay, all success. If here remember show IP DHCP binding. You can check it. DHCP pools are leased. This is for which one? MAB and .1x, and this is for the IP phone. So your IP phone verification, just do the ping only. Ping first IP list. We didn't reserve any IP. Okay. Yeah, okay. See the ping IP phone is ready. Other two IPs also release, right? AP will manually configure. This is success, right? Okay, what's the next step? Yeah, now we need to check which one. R1 authentication and this one. That you need to do it, eh? Not sitting here, eh? See here, see, I'm just showing. Go to the operation in case any issue is there. Live logs. Go to the live logs. You will get the logs here. See, your success configurations are there. If anything failed, you can open it here and you can verify why it's failed. It's authentication failed or authorization failed or device. So that will be displayed here. You got it. So log, check it. Always check the log. You can trace the issue. You got it. Verify the logs and then you can trace the issue. In the issue, no?
Sir, CSC
Nothing. Don't want to do anything. You just try to ping it. Yeah. So if there is any issue is there, WLC you need to register it. See authentication by failure reset. That means authentication is issue. You got it. Try. R1 SSH try. Any correct. Okay. First certificate. This is R1 config T. Certificate created. Now AAA configuration, right? And whenever AAA enabling them, we need to secure our console also, right? Next. Okay. How to test the this is a candidate PC, right? From the candidate PC, always remember putty. What do you need to type? r1.cisco.com and select SSH. Right click the new sections. r1.cisco.com r1.cisco.com SSH, remember SSH, open, certificate will be installed right now, yes. Then admin, right? Admin 1, password is sys0123. എന്നോടാ ചോദിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണ്?
പാസ്പോർട്ട് സ്റ്റിൽ ഉണ്ടാവും അത് നമ്മൾ കൊടുത്തിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ
ഇല്ലടാ, question ൽ ഒന്നും തരില്ല. ഒളിപ്പിച്ചു വെക്കും. നീ വേറെ ആയിരിക്കും. അതാ യൂസർ ലിസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയൊക്കെ വെക്കാൻ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത്. Cisco 0123. Okay. See, this is authentication success. Cisco 0123 അല്ല. See, again go to the live operations, live logs, where you can see the success story. See, admin, authentication and authorization, both success. Results, reason you can identify from here. See, it's a success. Next, which one? Any connect. Ready or no? Okay, before SD1 have the locality undo. Okay, this is PC 153, right? 53. ഇതല്ലേ any connector, connection profile, not here, right? Okay, local. This is just for the testing we did the local. Remember, examination don't do local, only this one. Send it. Then client PC1 will do the verification, right? Any connect is already connected. You need to keep it on. This one?
This one.
It's already connected, right? I'll disconnect and connect it. Disconnect and connect it. Do a little verification. SXP ഉണ്ടല്ലേ? Cisco 02. Yes, connected, right? Success. You can check it. It's connected. So that is enough. Sorry. Oh, very anger, I believe. Okay, this is done, right? We will verify here. Success authentication is success or not. This is right. Yeah, it's success, right? Next, SXP, right? SXP configuration on ASA3, right? Connected undo 3.5, 15 connected. Switch configuration done. SSP. No. 3.5. This is 3.5. Okay. This is a verification, right? First of all, SXP configuration we need to complete. Switch side configuration done. SXP also. Yeah. SXP between switch 2 and ASA3. First complete SXP configuration via command line. Okay, then only upload the pack. Otherwise, you will not get that option. You can configure SXP also via command graphical line in ASA, but don't do. Just do it via command line. Then log in and do it. ASA3. Right. Speaker and the listener. The registration should be success. Communication should be success. So it change to off to on, right? SXP listen configuration done. Pack file uploading. We can do it like this way, or we can do via graphical line, right?
Why are doing this way? We are
Error, leave it. You can do it via graphical line. graphical line I'm recommending, add it. Don't do close and do it. Already existing ASDM, add the device. It will be safe. In case that's not possible, then browse it. Okay. Explorer, use the Explorer, browse it, and download the new SDM and install it. This is already connected. You already connect it. Yes, I will complete this one also. Access list also. This server page to go extended permitted DC1, DC2, first object group done. Alright, object is already existing. Let's see here. Done, that accepted. Wait around. Very good one now. Okay. Let's see. This accepted. Apply on the interface. Configuration done. This is could not open the device 5900 GB. HTTP configuration of the configured device.